Welcome to this explainer. The rules of our world are changing. Things cost more money now. The oceans feel less safe. So today we will look at Japan. We will see how Japan plans to survive in this difficult new world. It is a very clever plan. We can all learn a lot from it.
Japan has very few people. It has almost no oil. So how will it survive? You might think these are big problems. They look like weak points, but actually these points are Japan's secret advantage. Let me explain why.
Section 1. A changing world. The world is changing very fast right now.
In the past, countries traded with everyone. People only cared about cheap prices. You could buy things from anyone. But today, the world is dividing into different groups. The oceans are no longer safe for every ship. Now, countries must buy from friends. They must trade with safe partners.
Section 2. Japan needs the ocean. As you know, Japan is an island country.
Japan makes only 13% of its own energy. That is a very low number. It has almost no oil. It has almost no natural gas. For a rich, modern country, 13% is quite dangerous. Japan must buy oil and food from far away. For example, most of its oil comes from the Middle East. This oil travels on huge ships. These ships travel thousands of kilometers across the ocean. The ocean must be safe. If the ocean is not safe, the ships will stop. If the ships stop, Japan stops. In just a few weeks, the country would run out of energy. The factories would close. The lights would go out in Tokyo.
Section 3. The population problem. Japan faces another major problem today.
Japan has fewer young people every year. The society is shrinking. Older people live longer now, but families have fewer babies. Usually, a shrinking population breaks a country's economy. A country needs young workers to grow. But Peter Zeihan thinks differently. He is an expert on world politics. He says Japan is the only country that can survive a shrinking population. Why is that? Well, Japan had 30 years to prepare. Japan knew the young workers were disappearing. So Japanese companies learned to use machines. They built robots. Robots do not need to sleep. Machines can do the hard work. Japan used its time very wisely to prepare for today.
Section 4. A lesson from history. We can learn a lot from the past.
Japan survived a very similar danger a long time ago. In the 1600s, during the Edo period, Japan closed its borders. It only traded with trusted friends, like the Dutch. The Dutch were safe partners. They only wanted to trade. Even with closed borders, Japan built a huge city. Edo had over 1 million people. Then in the 1980s, Japan traded with everyone globally. Now, in the 2020s, the world is dangerous again, so Japan must return to trading safely with friends. History shows Japan knows how to do this.
Section 5. The desourcing plan. This brings us to Japan's modern plan for the future.
This plan is called desourcing. It means keeping high technology at home, but simple work moves to friendly countries. Japan keeps the hard, smart work. For example, computer design stays in Japan, but building the basic parts moves to other countries. Because of this, Japan needs fewer factory workers. This perfectly fixes the problem of a shrinking population.
So who are these safe friends? The USA is Japan's best friend. The USA helps keep the oceans safe for ships. ASEAN countries and India are new partners. Japan is moving factories to these safe places right now. China is still important, but it is risky. Japan buys many things from China. However, Japan wants safe supply chains, so Japan is slowly moving its factories away from dangerous places. It trusts its friends.
Section 6. 3 steps for tomorrow. Let's look at Japan's concrete plan. Japan's plan has 3 simple steps. Step 1 is protect the sea. Japan must work with safe countries. They must keep sea routes open for ships. Step 2 is work with friends. Japan must build strong supply chains with safe partners. Step 3 is build a smart, small society. A smaller population can still be a rich society. Japan will use smart technology and automation. It will not waste human energy. Will Japan become the new leader of the friendly oceans? Japan has survived many challenges. It has few people, it has almost no oil, but it plans carefully. Japan's survival plan might teach the rest of the world how to live in the future. Think about that. Thank you for joining this explainer. Have a great day.